Hello, welcome to my channel. This is A Delightful Life and my name is Delight. Today I'm going to work on a video that has been highly requested by a lot of my Etsy clients, and I do Reiki on Etsy, and I also sell crystals on Etsy. And the number one request that I get for healing on Etsy is actually healing negative energy. And today I'm going to talk about some of the crystals that you can use. I use them in my grids that I do Reiki healing with. If you get the grid package, then I use a grid. If not, I just use a single crystal I pick from intuition, and I use that to heal and clear any negative energy. But it is one of the biggest focuses I've noticed on my Etsy shop for request. So here's how you can protect yourself from negative energy and negative attacks, psychic attacks, however you want to word it. I'm in my little office today, so you're seeing my little crystal wall behind us. I decided not to do a balcony. It's getting late and dark outside, so just doing one inside. So first of all, how do you get negative energy? Well, there's a few different ways. You can have it projected at you from somebody else. You can get it from having a low vibration, and low vibrations come from a few different ways. Living in victimhood, having high guilt or shame. All of these can lower your vibration. Being angry, all of these have a different level of vibration. Let me actually pull up the vibrational chart, and I can tell you what they are, what the frequencies are. And I can add a link at the bottom for the vibrational chart. Alright, so shame is the lowest, it's 20. Guilt is 30, apathy 50, grief 75, fear 100, desire is 125, anger is 150, vanity is 175, and then it starts to switch into the better vibrations, which start with boldness, neutrality, readiness, adoption, and boldness starts at 200. So you want to get your vibration up as high as you can. Vibrating at love is 500, joy is 540, harmony is 600, and enlightenment, which is the ultimate goal, is 700 and higher. So when you're feeling guilt, shame, apathy, resentment, anger, all of those are low vibrational, and they open you up to receiving energy that you don't want. And when you're in those vibrations, you will attract other people who vibrate at the same frequency, because vibrations, they attract. So when you're vibrating at a higher vibration, you will attract negative people because they want to be a part of your vibration, but you will attract more when you have a low vibration, because like attracts like. When you are vibrating at a higher level, you'll find that you don't want to be around the people who are vibrating at a low frequency. They're going to want to be around you, but they're just not desirable to be around. I don't really enjoy being around people who I know have a really low vibration. It just it doesn't feel good. So that is one way of protecting yourself from negative energy is to raise your vibration. So if you're feeling shame, if you're feeling guilt, if you're feeling apathy, resentment, any kind of negativity, fear, grief, envy, anger, those are things that you'll want to work on, letting them go, dealing with the feelings that are bringing up those vibrations, those energies, those, state of mind. Deal with the things that are holding you back. That's the best way to get rid of them. So once you start working on your own vibration and raising it, which I'll make a video just on raising your vibration because it's a lot more in depth. But another way of getting rid of those negative energies, if you know it's coming from a certain person, say they cast a spell on you or are, just don't like you, sending you bad energy. If you have somebody very negative in your family or a friend, somebody's taking advantage of you, they can access your energy and take it from you. And it's not like they're just going to walk up and, grab your energy. You actually give it to them unwittingly. And I deal with this a lot with my clients, and I sometimes get a little frustrated with them because they will have me cleansing their energy field and, over and over and over again. And I tell them, they're always wanting me to scan for negative energies and protect them from any that come in, but you have to let them in. It's kind of like a vampire. A vampire can't come into your house unless you let them in. It's the same thing with people taking your energy or sending you negative energy. You have to let them. And nobody wants to hear that. You are letting people take your energy. You are letting people give you negative energy. And you can get rid of it. You can stop it. The way you do that is to not let them in at all. Not talking about opening a door, talking about in here. When people live in your mind, they can sap your energy. You are giving them your power, letting them run through your mind, thinking about things that they've done to you. The list goes on and on. Somebody who's taken advantage of you, somebody who's hurt you, somebody who's abused you. Any of those things, when you keep thinking about that person and what they did to you, you are giving them your energy for free. And they have the access to send you negative energy because you're not blocking them. You are letting them right in. So the steps that you'll want to take to protect yourself, the first, and this is hard, whatever they did, forgive it. Doesn't mean that you are forgiving them for what they did. You are allowing yourself to let go of them in your mind. What they did to you is not good, not good. It never will be good. But you are not the person. You are not the thing that's going to make them, hold them accountable for that. No matter how much you hate them or dislike them or think badly of them or, regret seeing them or meeting them, none of those things are going to change what they did to you. The only thing that you can change is how you handle it. And the best way to do that is forgiveness, because that's going to put you on a higher vibration. It's going to raise you up, because holding on to that resentment and anger and hard feelings, those lower your vibration, and that makes you even more susceptible to their negative energy. If they're hurting you, they have a problem. You're not going to fix it, ever. Best thing to do, if you can, is to stay as far away from them as you can. Don't think about them. Just send them love, which is, I know, really hard. Send them love because they need it. People who are like that, people who are willing to hurt another person, they need love. They've had something happen to them. Who knows what it is? They may have had a really bad childhood. They may have been hurt. Whatever it is, forgive them and send them love. And forget about them. That is the best way to stop them from taking your energy or sending you negative energy, because you can't let it in if you're not thinking about them. Thinking about somebody makes a direct link with that person. Have you ever thought about somebody really strongly and they called or texted you or emailed you? We all have a psychic connection with people, and the more you think about them, the more you link yourself to them, to their energy. That's how Reiki works. That's how I can send people energy healing, because we are all linked, and thinking about them opens up a direct contact. So that can flow both ways if I allow it, but I do not allow two-way communication. I will send out a feeler, feel what I need to feel, and then I close it off and then send out energy. It's a one-way link. So yeah, if you are afraid of somebody hurting you, if you are afraid of somebody sending you negative energy, forgive that person for hurting you. Send them love and stop thinking about them. Don't let them live in your head. Don't give them rent-free space in your mind. That's not ever a good thing. So that's the best way to stop somebody from attacking you. And remember, I know I see a lot of people saying that you can send a reversal spell. That can build up karma, and you don't want to do that. To send negative energy back to someone is just as bad as sending somebody negative energy in the first place. Two wrongs do not make a right. It's just not the way to handle things, not the best way to handle things. So if you do that, you run the possibility of incurring just as much karma as they did. So let them deal with that. Reiki is a good way of taking the energy. The way I cleanse somebody of energy is I take that energy, just kind of surround it with light and love, bring it out, and let it just dissipate into nothing. I also have been making, I'll show you, I've been making bagwas based on feng shui, and I paint these and I infuse them with Reiki. The typical bagua has a mirror right here, and the belief, the intent, there's the word I was looking for. The intent is that mirror is going to reflect any negative energy back to the sender, be it an object or a person. Again, my problem with that situation is you are possibly sending negative energy back to a being, or even just an area, and building up negative energy. So my Reiki, I charge those with Reiki, And the way that they work is the center that is normally a mirror actually pulls negative energy in and neutralizes it. So it just goes away. Because negative energy is it's just energy. We're all energy. Everything is energy. And if you want to go, like I've said before, I don't believe that things are truly bad or truly good. There's just all different levels, different shades. So taking negative energy, sending it back at somebody, that is an intention. That is intentionally sending somebody, even if they meant to harm you, now you are sending harm back to them, or the possibility of harm. Because if you believe that they sent you negative energy and you don't know 100% for sure, now you're sending them negative energy, which is a strike against you. So my system is to take that energy out, neutralize it, just turn it back into regular old energy. And it doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't hurt the sender. They need love. If somebody is willing to send you harm, they need love. They need somebody to care about them. You don't have to care about them. I'm not telling you you have to. But sending them back that energy is only going to hurt you. And it's not going to do anything good for them or bad for them. So it's a twofold process with those energies. You have to let it in, and you have to believe that it's going to harm you. Because energy is just energy. To make a healing energy, you have to believe that you can be healed by it. So, again, don't believe that they can hurt you. Don't let them in. Send them love. All that energy will just go where it's supposed to go. Back into the universe. And it will be harmless. So those are steps that you can take to eliminate the possibility of you having negative energy sent to you or, blocked from sending you. So now we can move into the realm of crystals that can help you protect yourself. Now, these crystals, the majority of them, provide like a shield. So any negative energy that's sent to you will just kind of bounce back. Crystals work on intention, so you can intend for that shield to bounce energy back to somebody. Again, not something that you want to do. It can incur karma, and you don't want to do that. So what your intention is going to be with your crystal when you are working to protect yourself is that the crystal just absorb the negativity and let it go back into the universe. You can cleanse your crystal afterwards if you feel it necessary. You can put it in the sun, you can put it in moonlight. I don't do the running water, but you can do that. You can put it in the sand. I don't do that either because I'm afraid I will forget about it or lose it. You can use Reiki. That's how I cleanse my crystals. You can use sage. You can use Palo Santo. There's like a few different ways that you can cleanse your crystals. So if you know for sure that somebody is sending you negative energy and you want to clear it, set your intention with your crystal. Crystal is going to take that energy and dissipate it. Make it null, make it harmless. And that is your best form of protection. Let's start with the most known crystal, which is clear quartz. This one I have been programming. Quartz crystals can be programmed. So if you're getting negative energy, you can program it to protect you and take that negative energy and just conform it into nothingness. It can absorb it and change it into harmless, positive energy. That way you're not reflecting it back to anyone, you're not hurting anyone, you are not letting yourself be hurt. So, clear quartz. Good to have. Always good. The next most commonly known crystal for protection is going to be hematite. And see how it's kind of reflective? It can reflect things back. I don't allow mine to. But again, set your intention that this is going to absorb any negative energy and release it harmlessly as just energy. So hematite is good. It also helps you regain your power and strength. So when you're having somebody, if you're having somebody who has been abusive towards you or who has negative intentions, this is going to help boost your personal power to help deflect that and help strengthen yourself so that you can let that person go, so you can forgive them, so you can, stop letting them live in your head. Hematite, a good one. Alright, and here's another very common, very powerful. This is black tourmaline. If I can get it up so that you can actually see it. Black tourmaline is very, very powerful for absorbing negativity. It's very good to have in a room that you feel may have negative vibrations in it. When you first move into a house, I like to go around with a black tourmaline and envision it clearing the house of all negative energy from anybody who's ever lived there. So you can do that with the intention that it is just taking that negative energy, taking it in to itself, and making it inert and harmless. So that's another good one. I have black tourmaline earrings that I make, so it helps keep yourself protected. I have a crystal in my ear. This is rose quartz. I always have a crystal in my gauge, so it protects me. Alright, here is another protective stone for energy and negative vibrations. This is carnelian. And this one's going to help you with a lot of inner work. So carnelian is a good crystal to have on hand if you are dealing with negative people. This is going to help you work through any issues that you may have. And it's also going to help clear out that negative energy and tension, take the negative energy and make it harmless so you're not hurting anyone. Right, here is one. Selenite. This is angel wing selenite that I find in Wyoming, and I sell it on my Etsy shop. It's pretty awesome. This one's big enough to be a charging plate for other crystals. Selenite does cleanse crystals. It's another way that you can cleanse your crystal of any energies. So selenite helps protect you. It's very gentle. It helps bring about spirit guides and angel guides, especially angel wing selenite. That's why I sell it. And it helps with clearing out a negative field. It helps raise your vibration. So any selenite that you can find is going to help you keep negativity away, raise your vibration, help your just spiritually. It's amazing. It's one of my go-tos. It's got a really gentle energy, and I love selenite. Right, next we are going to look at snowflake obsidian. That's the one with the white spots. And then I also have regular obsidian. This is like a really big chunk that has not been polished or anything. So snowflake and regular obsidian both work very powerfully to absorb any negative energy, and these kind of naturally absorb it and then just eliminate it completely. So you don't have to have as strong an intention with these. You can just let them do what they are doing. Obsidian is amazing. And then we have Apache tears, which this is a rough one. And these also, here, I'll get out probably more often find them tumbled. And that's what they look like tumbled. They have a really interesting shape when they're tumbled. They get like squared off sides. That is the Apache tear tumbled, and this is what it looks like raw. And these are another form of obsidian. They're a bit lighter in color. I don't know if you can really see. It's kind of, you can kind of see through it. Let me see if I can get a light and kind of show you. Don't want to blind anybody. There we go. See how you can see through it? Where the snowflake obsidian, it's very dense. You can sort of see through sometimes with different obsidian. No, this one's not. Just the very edges where it's very thin. Anyway, Apache tear. It is another good energy field cleanser. That one you can put intention to, but because it is from the obsidian family, it tends to draw in the negativity and just eliminate it completely. And then the last crystal I'm going to talk about is Tiger Eye. And if anybody knows the story, in one of my other videos I talked about, Tiger Eye was actually the very first crystal that I ever had when I was either 7 or 8. It was my first experience with crystals, and it stuck with me for a long, long time. So, yes, Tiger Eye helps bring your inner strength and courage so that you can deal with anyone who is sending you negative energy and deal with any issues that you have from that negative energy. And again, intention to take the energy and just let it go. It's actually part of healing and part of forgiveness. The key to both of those is letting go and not being attached. When we attach to things, especially anger, resentment, the belief that somebody needs to pay for what they did, any of those things, those are attachment issues and they cause us trouble. When you feel that strongly attached to something, you're again opening up a channel between you and either that thing or a person, and be it whether it's a relationship, a parent, anything. The more we attach to things, the more things can go wrong. That's how the law of attraction works. It creates a sense of lack because it feels very needy. It's a very desperate kind of vibe. It's like that person who can't let you, do anything. They always have to be there. It's like a very needy significant other. It's, you just don't want to deal with them sometimes. Children are very attached, and they need to be because they can't defend themselves or take care of themselves. So children have a really high attachment, and if we can raise them with a secure attachment, then as they grow older, they can let those attachments go and they won't be harmed by them. So if you are having trouble with others sending you negativity, you can fix it. It's going to be a little work, but I know you can do it. And if you need any help, I'm here. I do have packages on my Etsy that I can help you with. We can either do Reiki, or I have like a live call that I can help you, one-on-one, and dealing with any issues that you may have, kind of point you in the right direction. I don't like to call it life coaching. I think I'm going to call it crystal guidance. That sounds, it resonates with me. Coaching, it really didn't. But crystal guidance, that resonates with me. So I can help you, pick some crystals, maybe help figure out where you need to go, in which direction. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you are experiencing negative energy, I do have Reiki energy healing for as low as $1 on my Etsy shop. And I do those healings multiple times a day. I'm also going to have another video that I am going to charge with Reiki as on a grid. I'm going to grid a negativity releasing, negativity eliminating video. So that will be available for free on here on my channel. And is that all? I think so. I'm going to go through like I said, what did I say? Yes, video about the Reiki, and then a video about, can't think of it. Anyway, I've been up too long. All right. Well, you have a wonderful journey, and take care. Bye-bye.